friends, hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to yet another video of the Football Mania to bring you all the latest news and exciting content from the football world. What I have witnessed in the last 24 hours is just incredible. And if you look at the transfer window, the deadline days always prove to be a humdinger, and yet another January transfer window has ended in an exciting and frantic finish. Yes, my friends, today we'll be reviewing the deadline day transfers and where can we just start. This transfer window's deadline day has seen a massive move, one of the signings of the window, I would say, and Benfica to Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez, a 22-year-old Argentine midfielder, a World Cup winner, mind you, who has a lot at stake because he's currently the most expensive player in terms of a Premier League transfer and 120 million euros. This is the transfer value, my friends. If you convert it into pounds, it is close to 106 pounds. 106 million pounds, and that just goes to show that this gem of a midfielder is going to create wonders for Chelsea. This is a player with whom Chelsea were linked right since the end of the World Cup, and even all journalists, pundits and everybody were expecting Enzo to make a move, but there were so many arguments, confrontations, there were so many negotiations which had to take place. How would be the payment be divided? And the release clause was very simple. Benfica wanted a straight 105 million pounds, and that is something which Chelsea completely wanted to spend because they wanted to get their player. And this is yet another hefty contract, and I'm hearing it is more than 7 years contract, and that just goes to show that Chelsea wants to rebuild their squad. And I feel that this is a good fit for Chelsea in my opinion, because Graham Potter likes to work with players who have a very good mold of technical ability, and I feel that Enzo Fernandez can bring that quality, that kind of panache when it comes to a typical number 8. He has an eye for a pass. He is very good on the ball, and he can also disrupt the play of the opposition. He is like an versatile midfielder, and that is something which Chelsea have truly lacked for so many seasons. And in my opinion, well, only time will tell whether he can adapt to the Premier League, but he has time on his side. And with time, we have seen players flourish in the Premier League. So there is no question why Enzo Fernandez cannot prove his worth of 120 million euros. And when you come with such a huge price tag, there is always a weight of expectations. There is a lot of pressure on your shoulders. And if you are a flop, then well, all that money has gone to drain. So it will be really interesting how Chelsea cope with this new signing, Enzo Fernandez, a World Cup winner, and something which we really need to look forward to. Another interesting move which took place. This was an outgoing from Chelsea. This was the 31-year-old serial winner Jorginho going to North London in Arsenal. This is a deal for 18 months with an option to extend it to 24 months. And I feel that this once again is really clever business by Arsenal. We know that Arsenal are challenging for the title this season, and if anything happens to Xhaka or Partey, there is no backup because Elneny has suffered a long-term injury, and Albert Sambi Lokonga has just gone on loan to Crystal Palace. So obviously Mikel Arteta felt that there was a real void in that midfield which had to be filled, and Jorginho is a player who brings a lot of composure in the game. And he is 31-year-old, which is typically a player which Arsenal would not have signed, but you know what you are going to get from Jorginho, a lot of composure, a lot of good game management, and he also has deep leadership skills which Arteta likes. And the more you have leaders on the pitch, the more the team will gel together, and there will be a huge chance of winning the title. Mind you, Premier League is the only title which Jorginho has not won. He won the Club World Cup with Chelsea. He won the UEFA Champions League 2 years back, and he also won the UEFA Euros with Italy. So Jorginho brings a lot of experience, not just in terms of managing the games, not in terms of just technical ability, but also in terms of winning silverware, which Arsenal have not done for the past 20 years. So once again, this is a really good move for Jorginho, for Chelsea as well. I feel that with Enzo Fernandez coming, I feel that they have a lot of robustness in midfield, but only time will tell how Jorginho adapts to Arsenal's playing style. So let's keep a watch on Jorginho. And one more really interesting move was Marcel Sabitzer going from Bayern Munich to Manchester United. Yes, it is a loan deal, but I feel that for a very long time, this Manchester United squad has lacked depth in the midfield. Donny van de Beek has not been getting playing time because he has suffered injuries very often, and we all know that Scott McTominay and Fred are not the ideal partnership. They are still sometimes quite, poor in terms of their decision making, and that has really hurt Manchester United badly. So they obviously wanted a cover, and when Marcel Sabitzer has come, you know that you are going to get a lot of aggressiveness on the ball. He's a player who likes to bomb forward into the penalty box as well. He makes those deep lying runs, and that is something which Manchester United really lacked for so many seasons. So once again, a very good move for Marcel Sabitzer. He was not getting enough game time in Bayern Munich, and I feel that once he comes into Manchester United, I think he'll straight away get into the starting lineup, and that is something which we have to wait and watch. But obviously, when you have a manager like Eric Ten Hag who likes to play different systems with different players, I feel that Marcel Sabitzer can do a really good job for this United team. And talking about attacking players, we have to see how this PSG team is going to now include Hakim Ziyech. There was some problem in terms of the handling of the documentation, and Chelsea were not able to kind of sign those documents. Something happened, but I feel that this deal is going through. Hakim Ziyech from Chelsea to PSG on a loan deal, and Hakim Ziyech is a player which I've always admired. You all saw what he did in the World Cup with Morocco. It was just an incredible storyline. And if you ask any neutral football fan, what does he feel about Hakim Ziyech? There is only one word, and that is pure class. And yes, sometimes he goes off the radar. There are moments in the game where he is not too aggressive and he is not looking very focused into the game. But when he gets 1v1 with defenders, you know that you are in big trouble. And that is something what Hakim Ziyech can bring to this PSG team. But will he be a starter? I don't think so, because you have the front three of Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and Neymar, and it will be really difficult to include Hakim Ziyech. But I feel that if he starts, then Messi will play in that number 10 role, like that playmaker role, which is something which Messi is quite versatile and he's used to doing. So that is one yet another interesting signing for PSG, and they are currently in a slump of form. They have not been producing 3 points lately, and if Hakim Ziyech can bring you that kind of versatility in terms of the attack, I feel that Christophe Galtier's team can go a long way this season, not just in the domestic league, but also in terms of the UEFA Champions League, because Hakim Ziyech is a Champions League winner and PSG have not won the Champions League. So obviously they have brought in a player who has got that winning mentality. That is something which really caught my attention in the deadline day transfers. And I feel that the biggest winners out of this transfer window has to be Chelsea. They have made 8 signings. And can you just imagine how much pressure the board were under? The fans were really desperate to get this team back on track. They wanted to see some quality signings, and now they have got Enzo Fernandez, and yes, they got Mikhailo Mudrik as well, and for him also they spent over 100 million, which is not a joke. And I feel that this January transfer window has just shown that money is ruling the world, and football is just an entertainment sport where once you splash the cash, you are going to get the player. You just have to meet the release clause, and if the player agrees to the personal terms and conditions, then it is a really straightforward deal. And I feel that Enzo Fernandez deal took a lot of time, even till the last wee hours of the transfer window deadline day. We all were very anxious and nervously waiting for Fabrizio Romano's very iconic "Here we go." But this is what we have finally understood, that Enzo Fernandez is undergoing his medical in Portugal, and he will be flying to London, and he will be signing all the documents, and all the unveiling will take place. So this has been a really crazy transfer window, my friends. This deadline day has been one of the most incredible deadline days in terms of the January transfer window, and only time will tell how will the fortunes of each of these clubs who have made these investments change by the end of the season. And if you look at Arsenal, who are currently competing for a title, they have brought a winner in Jorginho. And I feel that now they have a really good chance to build a really good momentum, especially when only 10 games are left in the Premier League season. So, guys, I would love to know what are your thoughts about the deadline day, which was the best transfer in your opinion, and what kind of impact will Enzo Fernandez have on this Chelsea team that now he has come with such a huge price tag? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and if you like this video, please do me a favor, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, because I'll be coming up with lots of content from the world of football. So please stay tuned, and until next time, stay safe and take care.